I am Dara FitzGerald. I'm the Executive Director with the Ireland, the United States Commission for Educational Exchange. The Commission was set up in 1988 and it was set up to actually carry out binational operations between Ireland and the US in both directions. And the Fulbright programme is one of the major programmes that comes out of that agreement. I joined the Commission 10 years ago. The previous Executive Director had left a couple of months, so we came into a position where we had a lot of Excel files and Word documents and emails, and they were the real basis for containing all the information and lists about who we were dealing with, what awardees we were currently dealing with, payments, all that kind of thing. They had started the implementation of a CRM system. When I came on board, it was open-ended, it hadn't been completed. We spent about a year and a half trying to get it completed, but it just wasn't working. And it was doubly complicated because we were stuck between two systems. And then started realising there are some award systems. That became a major driver in trying to understand, well, what are our options here to not just manage a CRM, but actually manage our internal processes as well. And Mindaclient came up. We brought it essentially down to two. The reason the Mindaclient came into that kind of between two was that I think our initial engagement had been very good as well. Part of what I was looking for, that kind of more direct hands-on approach, that came from the very beginning. We met with both companies. Brian came across really well, presented really well. We also used Mindaclient for the interview stage as well. Not just the reviewers, and that us and our awards committees and our board can look into the system as well, and we can track all of the awards through that. Then we used Mindaclient as well to track what sponsorship needs to be sent out. The idea behind that was, first of all, formalise it and people could see everything they needed to do in one kind of thread, but also it moved past the need to email multiple documents back and forth. The next stage, I guess, is the payments. If I look back, that was probably one of the first real wins, was just being able to manage who was due what, when, and track that they had been paid. Not just issuing invoices to sponsors. We do use Mindaclient as our own internal system. A significant part of our overall annual audit happens through Mindaclient. So our auditors are given access to Mindaclient for probably several months to track down so queries that they might have. Previously they would have been reaching out to us and say, can you give us this physical file, or can you print out this, or they can now come up with the queries they have and they can track a lot for themselves. So the system has been pulled in different directions and it's been kind of fitted to our needs. I felt we've always had a kind of a direct line through to the company, and particularly through to Brian, who's been tremendously responsive. And then as the team has built up, I certainly have found it very capable and very affable dealing with all members of the team. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience dealing with Mindaclient. I would personally recommend Mindaclient because I very much enjoyed working with the company and the people behind the company. The software delivers what it needs to do, but I think my engagement with them has been very open and useful, and they have considered all of the requests that we put. They certainly feel that we're being listened to, and that's very valuable.